Christmas before that, Harold and me was deep in the heart of Texas. Pink grapefruit, finest in America. Ours for the picking. And last year we had our turkey in Phoenix. Cincinnati Harold hired on at the mission to bake pies. Harold's pies are legendary.
You bought a new shirt and tie in Boise, Chan.
And they say my hobo stew is legendary also.
You haven't bought a new anything for Christmas as long as I've known you.
Yeah, well, this year I changed my mind.
All along, you've been planning a stop in Salt Lake.
You should be able to find work in Salt Lake in the rail yards unloading Christmas trees.
California's warm, only a day away.
Busiest time of the year, the week before Christmas.
Why stop in Salt Lake?
You want to go on, Harold? Go on. I'm not holding you back.
I might just do that.
Shouldn't matter to you anyway, Harold. You always sleep through Christmas anyhow. Is your first Christmas away from home?
Yeah, me and Carolina both.
This Christmas counts 25 I've been away from home.
You'll learn the worst place to be anywhere is Christmas.
Be ready to unload those trees within the hour.
Well, good luck to you.
And you too.
A Merry Christmas to
you. You too.
You're up to something. The new shirt, the tie.
That's my son. He's living in Salt Lake now.
Oh, I should have figured it. How many years you talked about seeing him?
Too many. That's why I'm here. I'm going down to the Y and shower and shave and put on that new tie.
What if this reunion don't work?
I'm going to be on the first train out of here tonight.
Well, I'll be waiting for you. Pick me up at the mission. Christmas and that boy are a memory. Leave it be.
Dog. I'll take the dog.
That's it?
Today it is.
Uh-huh.
Bye, Dad.
Bye.
Dad, what's the capital of Missouri?
Jefferson City. Hey, wait up. I haven't heard your list yet.
You haven't told us what you want for Christmas.
I asked first.
Can't policemen ever be with their families on Christmas Day?
Is that what you want for Christmas?
Bye, Daddy.
Bye-bye, pumpkin. See you later.
Topeka.
Well, Slim from Topeka. Omaha. I didn't expect to find you boys so far north this time of year.
You either, Chance. Guess we all heard Santa's hiring bows this year.
Yeah, well, just shows the old boy knows what he's doing, huh?
I hope so.
Well, I'm heading into town. See ya.
Good morning, Mrs. Ellenbottom. Aerobics in the gymnasium. Geriatrics Council meets in Wing C. Your key and your towel, Mr. Bransdale. Nutrition in your Less Stress, More Life seminar starts at 8:30 in room 205. It's just up the stairs and to your right.
Morning.
75 cents for the shower, 50 cents for the towel.
I said good morning.
Soap will be 25, and if you need it, the locker is 75. It's the new transient rates.
You know, when I was your age, just starting out, we had a saying, courtesy pays big dividends and doesn't cost a penny. $49.50. Have a nice day.
Counting on having Christmas off this year.
You and 100 others.
My kids want me home this year.
You will be. By 4:30, Christmas Day.
Lieutenant, you have told me that for the past 2 years
You
now.
know, we run this department strictly on seniority. Come on in. I have something for you. When you take these gifts to the hospital, take this with you. Tell Laura I'm sorry, but I'm turning in my Santa suit.
Lieutenant, you know you've become a Christmas tradition for those kids.
Well, this Christmas, the tradition is going to be sitting in the sand and sun in Hawaii. 2 weeks.
Sounds great.
That's the first year without our kids at home. My wife wants a change. Lori found me. She'll find another Santa. Maybe she'll get you to do it. And, Grosvenor, next year you will have seniority. And maybe the day off.
Near the soda water fountain, near the lemonade spring where the bluebirds sing, on the good rock candy mountain.
Want to take a seat over there and I'll call the officer on duty? What do you want?
I'm here to see my son.
Okay, the jail is down the hall, up 2 flights of stairs and to your right.
He's not in jail.
Sergeant Jameson, you want to bail him out? Bail is posted straight down the hallway to your left, past the Christmas tree.
My son is a policeman.
Well, what took you so long to say so?
Charles Grosvenor. Officer Charles Grosvenor, Jr.
No way. Not me. I'm too skinny.
No, you're not. We could put a little padding right here, a little bit right there.
Hey, cut that out. You don't have enough padding for me.
Come on, Charlie. Give me a ho, ho, ho.
Sorry. I'm on duty that day.
What about Christmas Day?
4:30. It's the best I could do.
Well, I'm off at noon.
Well, Mrs. Morgan could come over earlier, I guess.
Well, good. She and I can get the turkey started.
Yeah.
Great.
Oh, here you go, Curly.
Thanks.
So, what do you hear from San Francisco?
Well, they made the offer,
And?
and I'm thinking about it.
Well, be a good opportunity for you. Bigger hospital, more responsibility, more money. There's a lot to be said for that.
Well, I told them I'd let them know.
When?
Right after Christmas.
Well, as it happens, I may have the week after Christmas off. I thought it'd be a good time for us to get away. You know,
Charlie.
together, alone.
If I do take the job, they want me to start right away.
Oh.
San Francisco's not the end of the world, you know?
Yeah, I know.
Did you get your Christmas list from the kids yet?
Call for you, Charlie.
Bobby, an aquarium or a dog, and Kathy's still making her mind up. Hello. He said what?
That he's your father. Yeah, an old guy. He's standing right here.
All right, thanks. I'll be right down.
Charlie? What happened?
He's here.
Who's here?
My father.
son.
What are you doing here?
It's Christmas.
Where you staying?
Oh, most of the fellas are staying down at the mission.
I'll give you a ride. Show up. You just show up. Why are you here?
Because it's time.
Not by my clock. Time. Where have you been for the last 25 years?
I went by the old neighborhood last summer.
And found out where we were. You keep sending your cards.
I learned your wife had died.
Look, if it's money you want...
No. I'm not here for money. I work for a living. I pay my way. I always have. I'm here because I want to spend Christmas with you.
You haven't earned the right.
I want to know the grandchildren I've never met.
I did not invite you here.
Not many more Christmases left, Charlie. Hi. Hey, old How you doing?
How'd it go?
Last year, you didn't get home till after dark.
Well, this Christmas will be better than last.
Will Lori be here?
Yeah, about noon. Mrs. Morgan will be over even earlier, and you guys can get a start on the turkey.
What are you giving Lori for Christmas?
I'm still making up my mind.
Did she get the job in San Francisco?
No, not yet.
Will she? What's Lori giving you?
I don't know.
You don't ask what someone's giving you for Christmas.
Yeah, well, I do. Dad, when are we getting the tree?
Soon.
How soon?
A couple of days.
Last year we had to wait until the day before Christmas.
Dad, I like Lori, but I miss Mom a lot. Why can't Christmas be the way it used to be?
I know, baby. I know.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
I heard you the first time.
You could have saved yourself trouble if you'd have listened.
Get off my back, Harold.
Harold's rule of the road.
Knock it off, Harold.
A hobo can go anywhere except home again. Let's go, Chance.
I thought he'd ask me to stay.
Dad, Lori's here!
Hi. Had supper?
Yeah, I had something at work.
What do you think?
Charlie, it's beautiful.
Well, if business keeps up this way, I might just hang up the uniform and do this full time.
Ex-steelworker becomes successful woodworker?
Sounds pretty good to me.
So I thought I was going to get to meet your dad.
You thought wrong.
Oh, excuse me.
He thought I was going to invite him to stay for Christmas.
Yeah, well, what's wrong with that?
My father and I don't need to hurt each other all over again.
Oh, Charlie, you said that was a long time ago.
Which is exactly where it's going to stay. It's not your family.
I can take a hand.
No, I didn't tell the kids.
Well, don't you think Bobby and Kathy have a right to meet their own grandfather?
I sent my father away.
You didn't answer my question. Don't shut me out.
Look, it's between my father and me, okay?
No, it's not okay. Boy, you sure don't make it easy for me, do you? I'm trying to get to know the whole Charlie. I mean, how can we ever talk about the future if you're so unwilling to talk about the past? Those kids upstairs have a right to meet their grandfather. Good night, Charlie.
Thanks for coming over. The kids are already asleep.
Oh, good. Police were calling you out, Charles?
No, ma'am.
It sounded very urgent.
It's personal business, kind of an important errand.
Chance Grosvenor. Never heard of him. Besides, even if we did know him, he got you marked for a cop.
He told me down at the mission he was headed this way. He's my father.
Well, I, for one, need some California sun. My bones ache here.
Oh, you've been complaining about cold since I met you. Get to California, you complain about the heat.
River gun, he spotted us. Come on.
This used to be a safe yard.
Yeah, the world used to be safe, too. You don't count on nothing except your pals.
Come on, this way.
One day.
Shoes on his chest.
You'll have to ask him.
You said you'd take him to hockey practice. Ask him then.
Oh, whatever you do, you two are in charge of your granddad.
Can he stay more than one day?
He's a traveling man. He never stays anywhere long.
That's why he's a hobo.
Exactly.
A hobo has to be somewhere on Christmas.
All right, look. Just remember, he is an older man. Don't expect him to be able to do everything you want him to do.
Well, I'm too old for hockey.
Hi. I'm Bobby. I peeked and saw you last night when Dad carried me into my sister's room.
Well, good morning, Bobby.
I'm Kathy.
Morning, Kathy.
Coffee?
Yes, thank you, I would. I recognized a good deal of that furniture up in your room, Bobby. I made some of that for your father when he was your age.
I gotta be going. You just tell Bobby and Kathy whatever it is you want to do. Come here.
When do we get the tree?
Tomorrow, first thing.
Granddad can stay that long. Can't he?
The best trees are down at the rail yard. Last shipment before Christmas came in yesterday.
I'll be home by 6.
What would you like for breakfast? This year on a big tree to the top of the ceiling.
Some toast, juice, and more coffee, please. I always made choosing the tree a very special time.
When you were home.
Well, today I am home. The whole day. With both of you.
I'll go get on my uniform. What's a hobo?
Man who works as he travels. And always carry a couple of quarters in your shoes. Good for bus rides and telephone calls.
How come you sleep with your shoes on your chest?
Well, because that way they're as close to me as if I was wearing them. Good shoes are important to a hobo. Good shoes and a good road to travel them with. Okay, in you go. There you are.
Concentrate.
Pass it.
There you go.
How come you haven't come to see us before?
Well,
Daddy says he was my age when you left home. You're not here because you're sick or dying, are you?
No, Bobby. I'm here because it's Christmas.
You sure?
I'm sure.
Why did you leave home?
Well, Kathy, think of it this way. Long time ago, there was this man.
You.
Yeah, me. Growing up, there wasn't a thing in this world that I was afraid to take on. I never did less than well at anything I ever tried. I was a salesman, a traveling salesman. Came a time for change. There's too many changes for me. How much has your father told you about me?
He never talks about you. But he keeps your postcards and your pictures down in the basement. Bobby and I knew what you looked like right away. Granddad!
Now it's back to turn.
Just admiring your dad's work down here.
We're getting
Bobby.
the tree tomorrow morning, and I told Dad you'd be here to help us.
Oh, that's the boy. Just great. Good, good. Oh, he was a real handful. And curiosity, this, that, and everything in between. Yeah, coming, Bobby.
Looks like you've added another kid to the family.
Well, Bobby insisted he stay on and help with the tree. You were right. Kids deserve to see their granddad.
Carolina, hand that tree down these nice folks.
Carolina! Santa, Cajun,
Here we go.
Merry
Another
Christmas.
6-foot spruce. $2. Am I
Yeah,
$2?
my grandkids.
$3.
Stuff the other night, I didn't mean to shut you out like that. I apologize.
Apology accepted.
By the way, if you do take that job in San Francisco, I just wanted you to know that a team of wild horses and I are going to come there and drag you back.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Scotch fine. Keep on going.
Which did you do the longest, salesman or hobo?
Salesman. Yeah, there you are. Stay right there.
What?
Just watch. Gonna wind up with the most expensive tree on the lot. Douglas fir.
Douglas fir, that's why. Ah, yeah, this is more like it. No finer or more beautiful tree ever grown. Sometimes they grow as high as 100 feet tall.
Costs a lot.
Well, at my age, I'm past putting a price on Christmas.
You know, last year we had a Scotch pine.
Yeah, well, it's a good choice, but this year they're a little dry.
Over here, of course, we have the nobles.
No, they're too picked over.
Blue spruce.
Too much sap.
Well, I have heard that the Douglas fir does give you more tree for the money.
Lasts twice as long, too.
Sold.
Made a good choice, son.
Put that away. Come on, kids, lend a hand.
No.
Go
Hold
find the
on,
man we
now,
gotta pay.
Charlie. No, wait a minute.
Do believe this is the best tree we ever had. Here we go.
So Charlie tells me you used to be quite the salesman.
I've got money. I could have paid for that tree. Charlie, hold up there, will you? Look, son. I carved these heads out of apples during the harvest season up in the state of Washington.
When I was your age, he carved new decorations every year.
Yeah, I've been carving and whittling since I was your age, Bobby.
Well, easy to see where you get your talent with wood.
Hey, kids, come here. Take a look at this. This is a hobo knife. See, this blade here is for carving and whittling, and that one there is a can opener, and this here is a scissors. See, for sewing on buttons and the like. Hey, Charlie, remember that Christmas turkey I won at Oliver Henry's hardware store in Chester, Pennsylvania?
The one you bought a ticket for on the Pennsylvania Railroad.
Yeah.
Hold on, you two. A ticket for a turkey on a train?
True story.
What happened to the turkey?
We sat in the seat beside me all the way home to Pittsburgh.
Your grandmother and I were there to meet the train.
When I stepped off that train, I was leading a 16-pound tom turkey.
Yeah, with a collar around his neck and a string.
And I said to your father, sharpen up the axe, son.
Oh, boy. I looked at him. He looked back down at me and he said, well, you do want turkey for Christmas dinner, don't you?
You cut its head off?
I'm sure scared I was going to have to. But you just laughed at me and told me not to worry and led the turkey away and put it in a taxi cab.
Oh. A turkey in a taxi cab?
I swear, and there were 2 nuns in the cab.
I'd heard that the nuns up at St. Rita's Home for Wayward Girls were in need of a Christmas turkey. So thanks to me and that bird, their dream came true.
Tell us another story. Yeah, come on, just one more.
Well, now, let me see. Well, now, there was that year that Ned Tompkins over at the barber shop was going to play Santa Claus at the Elks Club Christmas party. So he called me up that morning and he said, Chance, you got to help me out. You got to play Santa Claus. I said, why? What's the matter, Ned? And he said, well, tell you the truth, I went to a party last night, and I got there a little too early, and I stayed there a little too late.
What happened to Ned Tompkins?
Oh, he was run over by a reindeer.
Yeah.
No, that's the truth.
Why?
What's the matter? Come back here. That is
Yep.
the
Really?
absolute cross my heart and hope to die truth.
A reindeer.
Don't you believe me?
He's a very proud man.
Oh, he never lacked for pride.
But he wanted to buy that tree. You know, he had out that leather purse. You just brushed him off.
I guess I was too busy thinking about just how easily he conned me into that tree.
Well, I think he's really trying to get to know you, so you should give him equal time.
The man I still see is the one who left 25 years ago.
Charlie, find out who he is now, why he's here.
I already told you the only reason he's here is for the kids.
Try, Charlie.
The way they're taking to him, he could be Father Christmas himself.
Father Christmas. Wait, you're right.
What?
He's perfect. He's
What?
Santa Claus. Well, no, at the party, at the children's party.
I don't think so.
So I took the turkey into the dining car for lunch. I just had a sandwich. He had a chocolate sundae. No nuts.
Are you all alone when you ride the rails?
No. I have friends.
Who?
The Topeka Kid, Biloxi Slim, Omaha John Boswell. My best friend is Cincinnati Harold.
They all sleep with their shoes on their chest?
Absolutely.
What do you eat when you ride the rails?
Well, hobo stew. What else?
What's hobo stew?
Oh, well, no, that's a secret. But I'll teach you how to make it one day. It's just plain, stick-to-your-ribs delicious.
You remember that Sunday we drove up to Park City? And you were determined that you were going to teach the kid from Pittsburgh how to ski.
Oh, boy, it wasn't easy.
I fell down a lot.
Yeah?
Yeah. Anyway, when it comes to telling you how I feel about you, I'm just as clumsy.
Charlie, I've been thinking this move to San Francisco could be the best thing for both of us.
Made up your mind, huh?
Well, you have priorities. You have the kids, 2 jobs, you had a wife you loved very much.
This time you're not answering my question.
No. No, I haven't decided yet. I only know you just let me get
I don't want you to go.
We have been seeing each other for a year, and I think we've fallen in love, but Charlie, we are standing still. Just when I think I'm getting close to you, you close me off.
You kids haven't told me what you want for Christmas yet.
I want a dog. She wants a piano. Bobby! Ow. But she hasn't told Dad.
Oh? Why not? Why haven't you told him?
I was taking lessons. My mother died, so I stopped playing. I think about her a lot. I told Dad if I can't have a dog, I want an aquarium.
Well, if you don't tell your father you want a piano, he can't buy one for you.
Maybe I'll tell him. Maybe I won't.
Night, Kathy. Night, Bobby.
Night. Did you really buy a train ticket for a turkey?
Now, could I make up a story like that?
I think you could. Where are my shoes?
Still selling. Still at it.
I thought I'd wait until morning to tell them goodbye.
You know damn well they want you to stay. You're making sure they want you to stay.
All right, I am. But right now, I'm waiting to hear it from you.
You want to stay? Stay.
You're the one I came to see. I'm waiting to hear it now. Yes or no? I want the vote to be unanimous.
If I tell you to go, you know who the kids are gonna blame. Me.
I'm not talking about
I'll
the
be the
kids.
fall guy.
I'm talking about us.
No, I'm not gonna tell you to leave. You came for Christmas, you stay for Christmas. But you just remember this, when it's time for you to leave, you're the one who's gonna have to face your grandchildren.
Bobby, time for the potatoes. There we go, and that's it, and the corn, Kathy. There we are, and the onions, Bobby.
Phew.
There we go. Carrots, right. Here we go next. And the beer. Here, I'll pour that and you stir, huh? There we are. All right, and now the cabbage.
Well, let's not forget 5 pounds of Polish sausage.
That's right, in it goes. Cabbage. What do you do with the cabbage, huh?
I couldn't find the cabbage. She hates cabbage.
Oh, yeah? Well, you'll love this.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Vitamin pack, stick to your ribs, hobo stew. Cooks for 3 hours, keeps a man going for 3 days.
If it's so good, why isn't he here to eat his own cooking?
He's working down in the basement. You can only cook hobo stew outside in a garbage can.
Ah. Well, I'll just, take him a bowl full of his own medicine.
I'll take it,
No,
too.
no. Thank you.
I wanted to take it to him. Daddy wants to talk to him. How do you know? Because I know. Know what? All you do is ask questions. You're such a geek. At least I didn't hide my cabbage under my sausage.
Yeah? Who's there?
Bringing your supper down.
Now, hold it. Just a second. I wish I could tell you what I'm up to, but I won't. You know, in my shop at home, I have my lathe just where you have yours. You're doing fine work here, son.
Oh.
Rah! Hobo stew. Just plain...
Vitamin-packed, stick-to-the-ribs, hobo stew. You know, Bobby and Kathy have never eaten carrots. They have never eaten onions.
Has Kathy tried the cabbage?
They have never had beer, which only goes to show what a liking they've taken to you. I don't want them hurt when you leave.
You think I want that?
Well, the only way you've ever wanted to be close to anybody is on your own terms. Always coming back and never staying. Always thinking of yourself. My father, the hobo, who ran away from the real world. You were always running. Always looking for the easy way out.
What do you know about my world? How do you know how I felt?
Look, I didn't come down here to pick a fight, all right?
Yeah. You could have fooled me.
You say you always work wherever you go. I got a job for you. You do so well with Bobby and Kathy, I'm sure you'll work out just fine as Santa Claus.
Santa Claus?
Yeah, for Laurie and the kids over at the hospital.
Look, I am not playing Santa Claus, not in front of a bunch of kids.
We will talk about this in the morning over the finest breakfast you have had in years.
I will not play Santa Claus. My kind of place, Charlie. All those years I was traveling, this was my kind of place. Look, if there's going to be any talk at this meal about playing Santa Claus, forget it. Nope. Because you're taking the job.
Won't hear it from me. Always used to say the food was better than the counter.
Yeah. 25 years ago. Those were my salesman days, remember?
Always on the road. Trains mostly.
Pittsburgh to Philly, south to Washington, D.C., north to Trenton, far west is Cleveland.
Everything from war surplus canteens and rubber rafts, bats and balls, hula hoops. Mom said you sold it all.
Oh, I sure did. 25 years ago. That was the last time. I remember the home office. Home office, Charlie, where all of us salesmen used to gather once a month, exchange ideas, swap stories, collect our bonuses. Johnny Akers in from the south, Bill O'Grady in from New York, Buck Marshall from the far west. We were the road.
Territory. You know, 3 years ago, I lost my job at the steel mill. 25 years ago, you lost yours as a salesman. You ran away. I didn't. Why?
Well, started small enough. I was selling baseball gloves. These gloves were genuine Texas cowhide leather. Only thing was, big chains were selling those same gloves, too. Pretty soon they were buying up all the mom and pop stores who were my customers, people I sold to. Everything was moving out to the shopping centers. Downtowns died. I was a hotel man in a motel world.
More coffee, fellas.
No, just check, please.
Friday nights we got you home. Friday night fights on TV. Seemed you like Ruby Goldstein was always the referee. We'd get you for weekends. Early Monday morning, you'd be gone. One week, white shirts were still hanging in the closet. Ties are on the rack. All the shoes nice and neat in a row. One hat missing. Panama straw, summertime. Mom said you were trying a different line. New road. Different territory.
Yeah, I remember all those years I tried to come back. Even if it was only for a week at a time. The trouble was, each time I came back, it became more difficult.
Why?
Well,
Why did it become more difficult?
In my day, it was the man who was the provider for the family. I'd just become an out-of-work salesman.
Became a hobo.
I worked. I sent money home.
Hey, I was just a kid. I was home. You were gone. Think I wanted to put my arms around money?
Don't you think that hurt me, too? All I was trying to do was provide for you and your mother as best I could.
Times changed. You were just too damn proud to change with them.
I'd lost my life's work.
Yeah, the proud salesman, the man who was the territory.
No, I had no territory. I had no profession.
And when they were gone, your pride sent you running.
Running me, no.
And
never.
when you did, you left us behind.
Do you think I wrote, sent those postcards and pictures home because I was trying to leave you and your mother behind? All I knew was that I'd failed your mother, and I was failing you. I told him, no way am I going to play Santa Claus.
Well, somebody forgot to tell me.
Yeah, so he invited me out to breakfast.
Oh, that must have been nice.
I never had a better breakfast or a worse time.
Humbug.
First thing you know, he conned me into playing Santa Claus.
Here, try the whiskers.
I don't know, where did he learn all that sort of stuff?
You hold still?
He tricked me. He said he was coming over here so he could play Santa Claus.
Well, I'm in charge, and I wanted you. Charlie's too skinny. Now, here, try on this hat.
You think so much of my son, why don't you do something about him?
Sit down, I'll fix your boots.
Look, he's a widower with 2 children. Now, if you two are on your way to falling in love, why don't you do something about it?
Whatever is to be worked out, if it is, Charlie and I will work it out in our own time, in our own way.
Hey, the kids are ready. We've told them not to throw things at you this year.
Throw things at Santa Claus?
Yeah, and we've tried to get rid of all the bubble gum.
Bubble gum? Look, what is that?
You know, gets in the beard.
All right, here's the stock. We're ready to go.
Oh, gentle Jesus, meek and mild. If Harold could only see me now.
Here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane. Vixen and Blitzen and all his reindeer are pulling on the rein. Bells are ringing, children singing,
Come on, watch it, you kids. Come on, watch what you're doing.
Here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane. Vixen and
What do I tell these little
Well,
squirts?
just start them off with a ho, 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 you know. Come on.
Oh. Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas! Everybody got their list for Santa? Come on up and tell Santa all about it. Now, see. This is Justin. Well, Justin, very nice to meet you.
This is Heather.
Heather, you're a pretty girl. Now, you look over there in that camera there, and we're going to take our picture.
And here's Richie.
Well, Richie, how are you? You got a list for Santa Claus? Yeah, I'm sure we must have something in that sack for a good little boy like you. Now, let's see what we have. What are you doing? Come on. Oh, boy.
From Santa? Yay! All right, I think it's time for another song.
Well, you know it. Why don't you sing it?
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose. And if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer.
So good. Do you think we can get him back next year?
I seriously doubt it. Wouldn't you know it? I get Christmas Eve off. How about lunch?
Sure, it sounds good. About 1 o'clock.
Okay, I'll pick you up. Until he showed up, I had Christmas planned around the kids and you.
Oh, Santa needs his help.
Bye.
See you tomorrow.
Okay.
Through this one, I'll be all right. Once, but never. Oh boy, do I mean never again. Waiting up for someone?
You. I want to ask you a question.
Well, that's fair enough.
Why can't you and Daddy be friends?
Well, you remember that little conversation we had that day at the skating rink?
Why you became a hobo?
Yeah. Well, this is the only family I have left. And I tried to move back into it. But your father wasn't ready for me to move back into his life. His or yours or Bobby's.
But Daddy wants to love you. I know he does. I told you he saved your pictures.
Now it's my turn to ask a question.
Fair enough.
How do you feel about Laurie and your father?
I like her, and so does Daddy. A lot.
Well, good. Because I think your father and maybe one day you and Bobby will need her in your life more than you need me.
When are you leaving?
Morning after Christmas, I'll be gone. Before you're even awake.
Now that you know where we live, you'll come back every Christmas, won't you?
I'd like that. I'd like that very much.
I'm glad I waited up for you.
So am I. Night.
Good night.
New shoes? That's all you could think to get him?
What else do I know about him? He travels.
Well, what else have you two been talking about for the past 3 days?
Oh, the way we were, why he's here.
And?
And he's brought up a lot of old feelings. Not all of them about him.
About Karen?
They'll change. Not guys like me. I worked the mills. Steel's what we knew. And all of a sudden, one day, we're out of work. And I mean for good. You have any idea what that's like?
No.
I was afraid. Where was the work gonna come from? And I was scared to death to leave the city and neighborhood where I'd been born and raised.
And married.
And married. Karen and I got married right out of high school. We were so much in love, we just couldn't wait to get married.
I want to see the doggies. Yeah.
Come on, you girls, stay with Mother.
It was her idea to move west, you know. I was always pretty good with my hands, and I thought I could open a small furniture making business. And Karen died. Such small dreams, you know. Place to live, work, place to bring up the kids. There's this tavern near the mill. Place where all the guys, we used to go and have a beer after work every day. Nowadays, that place is full all day long with guys who are my friends. Because to a lot of them, yesterday's gonna be forever. Anyway, one day I was looking at myself in the mirror behind that bar. And I saw my father. And that scared me. That scared me because right then I wanted to run. I wanted to run and just keep running. It was just us, just me and the kids. We came out here. 4 days on an interstate and we'd left an entire lifetime behind.
That was the past, Charlie.
Yeah. This is now. And now I've got you in my life. And you make a difference, lady. I want to reach out again.
Let it go, Charlie.
And trust myself.
Let it all out.
I want to love again. It's hard, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard.
Dad said we could buy him anything from a pair of socks to a TV set.
He bought himself a TV set last year. Socks are boring. Should have made a list. You were supposed to ask. Was not.
All right, come on, come on.
Two.
Come on,
You
now.
were. Was not.
Two, you know. Stop that. Come on, get in there. Come on, come on, Bobby. Be nice to your sister, will you? Why don't you use your imagination?
We tried that last year.
Yeah, what happened?
Socks and a shirt, boring. You're boring.
All right,
I'm not.
all right. Come on,
You
come on,
are.
over here, come on. Why don't you try it? You sure? Well, it's only Christmas Eve. Plenty of time to change your mind. Hey, what have you got there?
That one's mine.
Yeah, what makes you so sure?
He brought Daddy here and showed him. Where's he now?
Well, now we're going to do something special for your father.
All right. Great.
Just the three of us. Okay, Bobby, this is for you. Yeah, that's for you. Come on now. Put the money in, Bobby. Come on. And don't forget, when the light comes on, everyone says cheese. Cheese!
Where are we?
Yeah, well, you'll see. My best friends are here. I thought this would be a nice Christmas present for your father from you and Bobby. Huh? Come on, Bobby, inside.
There's lots of Indians and lots of sage.
Hi, boys.
Hey!
I want you to meet my grandchildren, Bobby and Kathy Grosvenor.
Hi.
Here's Topeka, Biloxi Slim, Omaha John Boswell, and over there, that's Cincinnati Harold.
Hi. Hi.
How soon are we leaving, Chance?
Day after tomorrow, Harold.
California, here we come.
Yeah. I know you didn't bring these little peanut heads over here to cook turkeys, Chance.
Yeah, so what's happening?
If I know him, it's got something to do with Christmas.
Well, you're right. These young ones here want you to spend Christmas with them.
Count me out.
It was Granddad's idea.
It figures. Some more stuffing, Omaha.
Don't you want to hear what it is? Granddad says the best present Bobby and I can give our daddy is for you to have Christmas with us.
Sorry, I go to bed Christmas Eve and sleep right through Christmas.
Day and night.
We want to give you to our daddy as a Christmas present. We didn't know what to get him.
I'll say.
Now, I want my son to have a big family around him at Christmas, and I guess you guys are going to have to be it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, now, look, when was the last time we could do anything for kids or our family, except maybe send a card in the mail or make a telephone call? Harold, you think you're different because you take to your bed at Christmas. Well, let me tell you, for all of us, Christmas is the lonesomest time of the year.
Granddad says you'll cook the pies.
You don't cook pies. You bake them.
Now, Topeka, you'll do the vegetables.
Okay.
Slim, you do the biscuits.
Yeah, all right.
And Omaha, the salad is all yours.
Yeah.
I'll do the mashed potatoes and the gravy. And Harold, you're in charge. Here's the address, 1 o'clock. Don't be late.
If old Harold have anything to do with Christmas, I'll go along just to watch.
I'll think on it.
Yeah, well, just so long as you don't sleep on it. Hey, come on, you kids, come on. We gotta get home. Got important work to do. We don't want to be late for church.
Bye.
Bye. Harold, don't let me down.
He was supposed to be back for dinner. Are you positive he didn't tell you where he was going? Not you.
And so I take this opportunity to wish you all the blessings of this most joyous holiday season. And I would like to remind those of you who are newcomers, or those of you who have strayed or stayed away, or those of you who only come on Easter and Christmas, or those of you who are only here because your parents or grandparents dragged you under the threat of receiving nothing but a lump of coal in your stockings, we welcome you as much as our regulars. Wish you a very Merry Christmas.
I never finish my shopping until Christmas Eve.
To get the job done.
And wrapped him in swaddling clothes and laid him in a manger because there was no room in the inn. My friends, these words from the Gospel of St. Luke should serve to remind us of those who are less fortunate than ourselves.
Merry Christmas, Dad.
Merry Christmas.
It's from all of us.
Family portrait.
Jingle bell, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in one horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bell, jingle all the way.
Granddad, this is yours.
Yeah, it was mine. Now it's yours. That's a real hobo knife, Bobby. How do you like that? You see this? This is the keystone. That's for the state of Pennsylvania, where you were born.
And this one's for Utah.
Yeah, where you live now.
Now you'll have to fill in the rest for me. It's beautiful. Thank you.
Well, you're welcome, sweetheart.
This one's from all of us.
Well, will you look at the size of that? To Grandpa from Bobby, Kathy, and Santa Claus. Well, what have we here? Well, now, that's really a handsome scarf. Well, I certainly can use these. Oh, yes, indeed. Oh, well, you look at that. Yeah, what do you think of your old grandfather, huh? Well, you kids certainly know what your old granddad needed.
One more.
Well, I'm doing pretty well here today. I'm afraid you're going to have to wait until you get back from work for yours, Charlie. How did you know I always buy myself a pair of shoes at Christmas time, huh?
It was Dad's idea. All we know is you're leaving tomorrow. Here. Dad, when do we get our presents?
Well, part of Christmas is surprises.
What'd Laurie give you?
I don't know yet. I gotta be going. I will be back by 4:30.
Don't be late.
No.
And don't worry about the turkey. You left Christmas dinner in good hands.
The best.
You all know how I feel about Christmas. I'd rather be in bed. Chance needs our help for Christmas. He's a friend. It's important to him and the grandkids. So we remember our manners and we watch our language in front of kids, ladies, and the cop. Today we do whatever our buddy Chance asks us to do. All right, get out your bus fares.
Hey, come on, Kathy. You better get moving with those breadcrumbs and the celery.
Okay, Papa.
Come on in.
Yeah, wait. Take it around in the back.
Oh, Merry Christmas, Ron. Hello, Laurie. Oh, have you two met?
Yeah, Miss Morgan.
Oh, Gladys, please. We met earlier. He and his friends certainly know how to handle Christmas. All except that one in the kitchen.
Tell me about it.
How's it going with those pies, Harold?
They'll be ready when they're ready.
I need some more stuffing, Laurie.
All right.
Granddad,
Yeah.
potatoes are ready.
You're right there.
I'll give anything to one thing not Helen.
Oh, I like your shoes.
Yeah, my traveling shoes. Charlie gave them to me. Out there, right over there in back of you, you'll find the pepper and the celery salt and the oregano and the dill for that stuffing of yours.
Thank you. What's your specialty?
Thoroughly mashed potatoes and the gravy that goes with them.
All right, I will get started on the dressing.
I'll be leaving here tomorrow.
Yes, I heard.
Look, it's none of my business, but if Charlie asks you to marry him, say yes.
You're right. It's none of your business.
If that were my dressing, I'd put a tad more pepper in it.
You're not only a sentimentalist, you're a romantic.
Most people would say a romantic was a fool.
Mm-hmm. So what's your role in this family? Where's your responsibility?
Oh, it's too late for that.
Oh, is it? Who told you it's too late?
Nobody has to tell me. Look, if you're going to do that dressing, you're going to need some more celery.
No. I will make my dressing my way.
I was only trying to help.
You were trying to change the subject. You know, these past few days I blamed Charlie for running away from you. But now I think you're the one who's really running. Now, this is none of my business, but maybe it's time to stop.
Special delivery.
I thought it might be nice to have a few friends over to dinner.
Maybe you'd like to ask him to give us a hand over here.
Oh, sure. Come on, boys. Lend a hand here.
What in the world we got here?
Now, young man, I believe that he was tops on your list.
That's nice.
Oh, thanks, Dad. Just the one I wanted. Oh.
Now, young lady, the top of your list. Had to borrow a paddy wagon, but I got it here.
Thank you, Daddy. Thank you so much. I love you.
You're welcome, baby.
Well, come on, boys. Come on. Give a hand here.
Have a guys. All right.
What is this, few friends over for dinner?
Well, it's been so long since anybody, much less a family, has shared Christmas with them that Kathy and Bobby thought that they would like to share Christmas with someone who is less fortunate than they are.
I see.
It's kind of like a present for all of us. One day, today, was Kathy's idea.
Granddad, it was your idea. And a good one.
Every kid should have a dog. I haven't had one since I was a kid.
My sister had a piano. She played every day.
It was the meanest, darkest, thunder and lightningest night I'd ever seen on the rails in 30 years. Down we came on that runaway freight out of Raton, right into the teeth of that storm.
Wherever we went, I was always pleased to come home.
You always live in Utah, Gladys?
Born and raised here. Someday you should take the time to do more than pass through, Chance.
We always pass through.
If you took the time, I'd be pleased to show you the state.
We never stay anywhere more than a few days.
Summer days in the cool of the mountains, year-round fishing.
Well, it's certainly something to think about, isn't it, Harold?
Pass the peas.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we get to Harold's legendary pies...
They're not ready.
I have an announcement to make. Ladies and gentlemen, when I was a boy, I heard my father say about my grandfather that when a man got older, he always had this wish to be a kid again, to be young and wish for something he never had, never could have. Now, if my father were here to talk today, I'd say to him that it was tougher as time goes on to know not so much what you didn't have as a boy as what you wanted for your own son. And never got around to putting under the tree on Christmas morning. And Lord knows I've had as much time to think about that as most fathers. Probably more than most. So without further gabbing, why, Charlie, this is the gift I had in mind to give you over 25 years ago. It's late, but I'm sure you're not too old to enjoy it. All yours, Charlie. Yeah? Careful there now. Yeah.
Hey, what is? Down easy, man. Down easy, easy.
Oh, Charlie.
Uh-oh, the train.
Look, there's Pittsburgh.
What, Chance?
In the last few days, we've had our talks, but this reminds me of something we haven't talked about. That's something I think we both remember. When I was young, I remember a lot of families used to go down to the airport and watch the planes. But in my family, we always went to the train station. And if there's one memory that stands out in my mind, it's being lifted up onto my father's shoulder to watch a long, long freight pass by and waving to the engineer and watching him wave back. Thanks, Dad. Thanks for remembering.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas.
One more Christmas tradition left for all of us. I thought Kathy and I might walk over to that beautiful piano and... Will you join me, Kathy? And we'll sit down and sing some Christmas carols. I'm sure we can get even old Harold to join in.
I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm ready if you are.
Hasn't wanted to play since her mother was teaching her.
Well, Jock went up for Father Christmas.
Yeah. If it hadn't been for you, I'd have sent him away. But the father I'm seeing tonight's the one I always wanted to remember.
I'm glad. And the Charlie I see tonight is different.
Could be the same fellow who's still got next week off.
The one who thought it would be a good idea for us to get away?
Together, alone.
Must be the one I'm in love with.
I love you. I need you.
I'll stay, Charlie.
Stay, as in...
As in I'm not taking the job in San Francisco. As in being with you next week.
And the week after?
And the one after that. Merry Christmas, Charlie.
Merry Christmas.
I told if you were here, you gotta sing, Harold.
My job is pies, only pies. I'm afraid the gentleman is mistaken. If you'll excuse me, I'll be taking them out of the oven.
Well, in any case, Mr. Cincinnati Herald, Merry Christmas.
Same to you, Gladys.
Come on, let's sing.
And we all sing hallelujah. Christ the Savior is born. Christ the Savior is born.
I didn't want to wake them.
That figures. That's the way it always was. I'd go to bed, and when I woke up, you'd be gone. Mom said that after I went to sleep, you always came in and kissed me goodnight.
I didn't have the heart to wake you.
Wish you had. I never did get to thank you for the tree.
Oh.
Douglas fir. You always knew how to pick the best. I guess I'm too up on you, huh? I wouldn't let you buy that tree, and...
You suckered me into playing Santa Claus.
Yeah. Well, tomorrow morning the kids and I'll drive you down to the train yard.
Oh, thanks, but I've ordered a cab.
Well, that figures too. Mom and I would always meet your train, but the leaving was always up to you.
Charlie, tonight is good night and goodbye.
Both at once.
I want to thank you and the kids and Laurie for a really wonderful Christmas.
Leaving is still up to you. That part hasn't changed.
Good morning, everyone. Well, Carolina, Cajun.
Hey, it looks like Christmas was real good to you this year, Chance.
Yeah, well, we missed you yesterday.
We were celebrating. We found work.
We're staying. We just came by to say goodbye.
Well, congratulations. Good luck to both of you.
And to you.
Yeah. Ready, boys?
Yeah.
Now, you take care.
We'll see you next time we're through.
You bet.
All right. Take care.
your coats.
Best turkey, dressing, mashed potatoes, and trimmings I had since I was knee-high to my grandma.
And them biscuits of yours were downright legendary, Slim.
What about the pies?
The piano player was the best I heard at Christmas. And that one-armed preacher in Salinas last year.
The pies, damn it.
I'd compare the singing to a choir of angels, wouldn't you, Chance?
Yeah. And about the pies, my pies.
Pies? I ain't gonna talk about those pies till you do us some singing.
Chance Grosvenor. Any of you guys seen Chance Grosvenor? Come on, kids, let's go.
We're too late. There he is! Dad! Kelsey! Granddad!
Last night was our goodbyes.
We don't want to say goodbye. We want you to stay.
A week ago, you were out of my life. Then you came back.
Chance.
Now you're leaving again.
Please stay with us.
Chance.
I really want you to stay.
I'm not used to staying in just one place.
You're just beginning to know your grandchildren.
Maybe I don't want to have kids around
maybe
me all
they'll
the
get
time.
tired of you.
California, Chance, it's time.
Charlie, you got Laurie. A new start, a new beginning.
I want you to stay. For a while. You can leave anytime you want.
Chance.
No, please, Granddad.
That morning in the cafe, you said I ran. Asked me why. I never really answered you. But you were right, son. It was pride. Too much pride. 25 years of pride that kept me from you. And I almost let it happen again. But not anymore.
I love you, Dad.
You, son. I'm staying.
You've been away too long, 15 years, Chance. You and me, we are the road.
I'm gonna give it a try. They're my family, Harold.
You'll be right behind me.
There's plenty of time.
following
I'm
me
not too
right
proud
into
to try.
California.
Something to keep you warm on the road. You look after Omaha, and Topeka, and Slim. You see that they get work.
Let's go home.
Grosvenor and Grosvenor. Custom furniture. How's that sound to you, Kathy?